Medbay doors exploded inward. Queen SciFi charged through, her iridescent scales flaring under emergency lights. 6 guards fanned behind her, pulse rifles locked on Dr. Eli Mercer. He sat steady on the triage bench, Kip draped over one shoulder, Miri curled against his chest. Both cubs slept deep, chests rising in sync with the med scanner's soft beep. "Lower your weapons," Mercer said, his voice cut calm through the hum of charging rifles. "You'll wake them into hysterics. Miri's lungs can't take the stress." Sarai's golden eyes narrowed, her crest spines quivered, rage or fear, Mercer couldn't tell. She towered a head above him, claws flexing at her sides. "Human, release my heirs." Now. Guards advanced. Ro Tal, her security captain, led them. His armored plates gleamed dull under the lights, rifle steady. Mercer felt the cubs shift slightly against him. Kip's small claws dug into his shirt, instinctive grip. Miri whimpered once, then settled to his heartbeat. "Not until they're stable," Mercer replied. He planted his boots wider. No flinch. "Captain, your rifles are 2 meters from oxygen masks. One twitch, and we lose her." Rotal stepped forward. His voice grated like gravel. "Proof, off-worlder. You snatched royal blood from the nursery breach. Guards found the vents forced. Her lineage ends kidnappers." Mercer kept one hand on Miri's back, patting slow. The other reached for his log pad on the bench. "Logs open." Time-stamped. "See for yourself." He flipped the screen alive. Holologs projected. 1427. Nursery breach alert. 1432. Vent crawl detected. Cub signatures faint. 1440. 1. Mercer extracted them from collapsed duct. Smoke inhalation triage started. Vital scrolled. Kip's oxygen at 92% stabilized to 98%. Miri's at 78%. Nebulizer deployed, now 95%. Improvised chest tube scar noted on Miri. Pre-existing, not trauma. Sarai leaned in. Her breath hissed hot across the display. Guards held position, but Ro's rifle dipped a fraction. "Scans don't lie," Mercer said.
"Found them choking on plasma residue." Kip shielded Miri.
"Brave kid." I triaged on site. Carry Sling kept airways clear. His eyes cracked open, yellow slits fixing on the rifles. "Mama?" Stubborn jaw set. He didn't cry, just clutched Mercer's arm tighter. Sarai's spines flattened a notch. Ceasefire stance. Row. Holsters. Guards obeyed. Rifles clicked down. Row growled low. "Your Majesty," he could have faked. "Live scan," Sarai snapped. "On my cubs. Verify." Mercer nodded once. He eased Miri onto the bench first, sliding the scanner wand over her chest. Hollow pulsed green, lungs clear, no toxins. Kip sat up, rubbing his eyes but stayed glued to Mercer's side. The wand swept him next. Full recovery trajectory. "See?" Mercer said. He met Sarai's gaze. "No challenge, just fact. They're good, but Miri's fragile. Needs 48 hours off-ship gravity."
Sarai scooped Miri close.
The cub nuzzled her neck, purring faint. Kip launched into her arms next, but twisted back. "Doc fixed us, Mama. Carried Miri when she couldn't breathe." Ro crossed his arms. Plates clinked. "Convenient tale. Human medics don't breach royal vents." Mercer stood slow, rolling his shoulders. Dust from the duct streaked his fatigues.
"Heard the breach alarm during rounds. Vents led straight to medbay."
No time for protocol. Sarai's eyes traced the log again. Timestamps matched nursery feeds. She'd seen them herself. Her claws retracted a hair. Why risk it? Your kind trades lives for contracts. Mercer shrugged. Treat anyone in reach. Kids first. He checked Mary's mask feed, adjusted a drip. Simple motions. Kip tugged Sarai's mane. He hummed. Like the old vits. Kept Miri calm. Miri cooed from her arms. Tiny hand reaching for Mercer. He offered a finger. She latched on. Ro shifted. Still suspect. He touched airs. Sarah silenced him with a glance. She weighed Kip's words. Miri's grip. The human hadn't flinched under rifles. Hadn't demanded reward. Just cared. "Captain, escort to my quarters. Full guard." She turned to Mercer.
"Explain the rest."
Mercer grabbed his kit. "Lead on, Your Majesty." They moved out. Guards flanked tight. Sarai cradled her cubs. But Kip craned back at the human. Miri fussed when Mercer fell a step behind. Corridors blurred past, bulkheads scarred from the breach. Alarms still whooped distant. Sarai's mind raced. Treaties bound fleets. This human bound nothing but breath to lungs. Ro muttered at her side. We scan him next. Poisons, trackers. She nodded absently. Watched Mercer match their stride. Kit slung easy. No boasts. Quarter sealed behind them. Lux den, silk nests, hollow stars flickering. Sarai settled cubs in.
Kit bounced up. Doc show Mama the breather trick.
Mercer knelt, demoed the mask seal on Kip.
Tight fit. Exhale slow. Kip nailed it first try. Miri clapped claws. Tried next. Mercer guided gentle. Success. Sarai watched. Her strategist brain tallied. Breach exploited weakness. Human filled gap. No agenda shown. Log mentions your field mods, she said.
Human ingenuity? Improvised, Mercer replied. Their vents don't match our gear.
Adapted a field pump. Ro scanned Mercer's kit. Clean. He scowled deeper.
Kip yawned. Stay, Doc?
Miri sleeps better with you. Mercer glanced to Sarai. Boundaries firm. If she allows.
Sarai paused. Lineage first.
Always. But pressure-tested alloys. This human held steady. Stay, she said. Until dawn shift, Ro protested. Majesty. Out, Captain. Her tone brooked no breach. Ro bowed stiff. Excited. Mercer hummed low, a steady rhythm. Miri drifted off against him. Kip sprawled nearby, eyes heavy. Sarai sat across, watched the human's hands, precise. Protective, no rifle needed. Hours ticked. Station quieted. Kip woke once, nightmare from smoke. Mercer soothed. No meds, just story of human field saves. Kip laughed. Slept again. Dawn light filtered hollow panels. Sarai rose. Cub vitals perfect. But she lingered. Captain Ro returns soon, she said.
He'll push a rest. Mercer packed his kit.
Your call. That's my line. She studied him. Treaty signed slow. Trust? This built in a night. Walk with us to council, she decided. Advise on Miri's lungs. Kip cheered. Miri reached up. Mercer smiled faint. Honored. Doors hissed open. Ro waited outside. Expression thunder. But Sarai strode past. Human at her side. Cub safe. One choice shifted alliances. Compassion under fire forged faster than ink. Ro fell in behind. Rifle holstered. For now. But council loomed. Doubts lingered. And the breach cause?
Still hunted. Guards lunged through the medbay doors.
Claws gleamed under sterile lights. They aimed straight for the corner where Eli Mercer crouched over Miri. Mercer shot up. His body blocked their path. Sterile perimeter, he barked. No one crosses until she's stable. Captain Rotal stepped forward. His armored frame towered. Human.
Step aside. Those are the Queen's cubs.
Sarai Vex watched from the threshold. Her lineage huddled behind the medic. Miri wheezed, tiny chest heaving. Kip clutched his sister's arm, eyes wide but fierce. Attackers had breached the royal wing hours ago. Smoke. Chaos. Guards found the cubs here. With this off-station human doctor, treating them. Alone. Row squad halted. Rifles stayed low, but grips tightened. Sarai signaled once. Hold.
Mercer didn't flinch. He knelt again, kit open.
Miri's lungs are compromised. Smoke inhalation. Moving her now risks collapse. Mask sealed over her muzzle. Vapor hissed soft. Sarai's tail flicked. Strategic mind raced. Kidnapper or savior. He held her bloodline. No demands made, no flight attempted, but Rose saw threat. Medic, she said. Voice cut the hum of machines.
All heads turned. Transfer to royal custody.
Immediate.
Mercer glanced up. Gray eyes steady. No bow. No plea. Not yet, Majesty. He adjusted the mask. Miri's breaths evened. Treatment first. She's oxygen at 60%. Your call after. Rose crest flared. Insolence.
Arrest him. Sarai raised a clawed hand. Silence dropped.
This human defied a queen. For her cub. Pressure tested alloys as her dam taught. Treaties bound fleets. Trust? That forged in fire. She strode closer. Fur bristled at the acrid smoke scent clinging to the cubs. Mercer's clothes reeked too. He'd pulled them from the vents, then? Improvised triage. Her scanners confirmed. No toxins in his blood. No weapons beyond the kit. Kip stirred. The older cub's eyes snapped open. He scrambled up, clamped onto Mercer's sleeve with tiny claws. No, Kip pointed at the doorway. Jagged scars marked the frame. They came through there, black masks, grabbed Miri. Doc yanked her back, fought him off. Mercer's free hand steadied Kip. Easy, kid. Sarai crouched to Kip's level. Her son's gaze met hers, sharp, unyielding. Truth, cub? Kip nodded hard. Doc saved us. Guards late. Ro growled low. Cub scared. Human manipulated. Silence.
Sarai's glare pinned her captain. Kip tracked danger better than half her council.
Stubborn like her, Miri clung to Mercer's knee now, heartbeat sinking to his steady pulse. Fragile lungs, but bonding fast. First safe rhythm. She straightened, scanned the room. Blaster scorch on the wall. Mercer's kit bore claw marks. Human skin unbroken. Captain Rowe, she said. Record this. Refusal noted as medical necessity.
Dr. Mercer leads care.
Guard escort only. Sterile protocols hold. Rowe's jaw clenched. Majesty, he, obey. Her tone sliced. Rowe bowed stiff, signaled his squad back. Perimeter formed at 10 paces. Mercer exhaled once, nodded to her. Appreciated. He lifted Miri gentle cradle hold. Kip stuck to his side. Trio moved toward the exit. Sarai fell in step. Council waited in the core wing. Doubts would swarm there, but Cubs breathed clear. Rowe shadowed close. Rifle holstered, but hand hovered. They cleared medbay corridors. Station hummed low. Emergency protocols fading. Hollow panels flickered breach alerts. Attackers. Rival clan.
Saboteurs? Hunt ongoing.
Miri cooed soft against Mercer's chest. Her tail curled around his arm.
Kip chattered. You punched the big one?
In the smoke.
Mercer chuckled low, redirected him into the wall. Field medic trick, saves ammo. Sarai listened. Humans, soft skin, no crests, no natural claws. Yet he bridged vents, fought multiples, stabilized cubs. Her kind excelled at fleet maneuvers, claw-to-claw holds. This? Improvised compassion under breach. Council chamber doors hissed open. Elders rose. Whispers spiked. The cubs, safe, she swept in.
Mercer set Miri on the central dais scan bed. Kip hopped up beside.
Guards ringed the space. Elder Voss leaned forward. Crest high. With your lineage, Dr. Eli Mercer, she said. Saved them from intruders. Witnessed by Kip. Kip piped up. Yeah! Doc's tough. Voss eyed Mercer. Prove stability. Mercer unpacked kit seamless.
Already did. Miri at 92% O2.
Kip's clear. Recommend humidified air next cycle. Fragile lungs heal slow. Scanners beeped confirm. Elders murmured. Rowe stepped up. He refused royal order, Majesty. Held cubs against transfer.
Sarai met his gaze.
And I authorized. Medical necessity. Logged. Voss's eyes narrowed. Risky. Off-worlder accesses bloodline. Mercer worked uninterrupted. Injected booster calm. No glance for permission. Hands precise. Human norm. Alien marvel. Sarai watched. Pressure built here too. Passing it. Console measured allies by threat response. This human drew a line. Cubs first.
Her line, lineage secured. Miri reached for Mercer.
He let her paw grip his finger. Tiny claws pricked harmless.
See? Kip said to Voss. Doc's family now.
Laughter rippled. Even Rowe's crest eased a fraction. Sarai spoke. Mercer advises on recovery. Full access. Captain, Rowe. Integrate him in breach hunt. His triage eyes spot details we miss. Rowe stiffened. Majesty. Collaboration.
She cut him. Humans excel at this.
We at strategy. Met her eyes. Breach from service ducts. Attackers wore null sig cloaks. 3 total. 1 fled injured. Limp right leg. Council hushed. Voss activated holomap. Ducts lit red. How know you? Tracks in vent prime, Mercer said, and Miri's fur snagged a cloak fiber. He held up sealed sample. Gray weave, clan marked. Gasps. Voss's claws tapped. Rival house Krell. Confirmed. Rowe snatched the sample. Squads deploy. Now. Mercer nodded. I'll chart cub-safe paths meantime. Sarai rose. Council adjourned. Trust earned in action. Faster than treaties. Elders bowed out. Kip hugged Mercer's leg. Miri yawned, content. Ro lingered. He stays under watch.
Agreed. Sarai turned to Mercer.
Dawn shift nears. Boundaries firm? Mercer packed Kit.
If she allows. He nodded at Miri.
Sarai paused. Lineage first. Always. But pressure-tested alloys. This human held steady. Stay, she said.
Until dawn shift. Ro protested.
Majesty. Out, Captain. Ro bowed stiff. Excited. Mercer hummed low. A steady rhythm. Miri drifted off against him. Kip sprawled nearby, eyes heavy. Sarai sat across, watched the human's hands. Precise, protective. No rifle needed. Hours ticked. Station quieted. Kip woke once, nightmare from smoke. Mercer soothed, no meds, just story of human field saves. Kip laughed. Slept again. Dawn light filtered hollow panels. Sarai rose. Cub vitals perfect. But she lingered. Captain Ro returns soon, she said. He'll push a rest. Mercer packed his kit.
Your call. Your call,
Dr. Eli Mercer said. Queen Sarai Vex locked eyes with him. Dawn panels hummed brighter. Her cub slept sound behind him. Kip's chest rose even. Miri's breaths whispered clean. Captain Ro arrives in 5, she said.
He demands your arrest, holding royal cubs without writ.
Mercer zipped his kit. No flinch.
They needed Avacas. Sedative haze fading.
Full scan first. Sarai signaled the ward door. It hissed open. 2 guards flanked. Secure ward. Now? Question the elder cub.
Mercer scooped Miri gentle. Kip trailed, claws clicking deck.
Guards herded them down corridor. Ro's boots echoed ahead. Ward lights snapped clinical blue. Kip hopped onto exam slab. Mercer unpacked scanner wand. Steady sweeps over Kip's limbs. Sarai leaned close to Kip. Cub. Speak true. How did the soft skin find you? Kip sat tall. No tears. Claws traced air. Smoke first. In play vents. Grabbed Miri. Ran zigzag. Like this.
He slid off slab.
Padded floor pattern. Left duck under invisible beam, right into corner shadow.
Here.
Sharp oil. Kip sniffed deck. Pointed. Like that. Kidnappers left it. Mercer paused scan, nodded. Scent trail. Matches residue on their fur. Sarai's mane bristled. Sharp oil. Clan hunter mark. Not station rabble. You tracked alone? Kip puffed chest. Followed drips. Miri wheezed. Found soft skin. He carried.
Guards shifted.
Bruises minor. Lungs clear. Good work, Kip. Ro burst in. Pads clutched. Majesty. Feeds pulled.
He slapped hollow board. Images flickered.
Corridors crowds. Then, blank. Blind spot. 15 minutes. No cams.
Sarai jabbed screen.
Access code.
Ro growled. Hacked. Royal override bypassed. House Krell signature. Kip bounced. Told you. Sharp oil theirs. Mercer sealed scanner. Custom brew. I need antidotes. Full spectrum.
Now. Ro snarled.
Human demands. Sarai cut him. Authorize it, Captain. And kid him field ready. Ro's jaw clenched. He tapped calm. Guards escorted Mercer out. Pharmacy run swift. Brave path, cub. Direction saved you.
Kip grinned. Soft skin fast.
Carried Miri no stop.
Mercer returned. Kit bulged. Vials gleamed.
Antidotes loaded. Reverses neural lock.
Cub safe dose. Ro eyed the human. Why join sweep? Your shift dawns. Mercer checked Miri's pulse. Steady thrum under his fingers. They bond quick. I finish what I start. Medical lead. Clear paths. Triage hostiles.
Sarai rose. Lineage screamed caution.
Arrest the outsider. Secure bloodline. But Kip's directions rang true. Mercer's hands stayed precise. No blade hidden. Pressure forged this moment. Joint sweep, she declared. Ro commands security. Mercer leads forward med team. Track Krell to nest. Extract, Ro bowed sharp. Majesty. Human unvetted. Tested enough. Sarai signaled launch. Alarms whooped low. Teams mobilized. Mercer knelt to cubs. Stay wardside. Guarded. Kip hugged his knee. Miri clutched fur tuft. Ro prepped squads. Vents mapped. Blind spots lit. Sarai watched Mercer sling kit. Calm stride matched her elite, human normal.
Her world's extraordinary deck shook.
Shuttles. Decoupled. Hunt launched. Ro's voice crackled. Calm. Forward team breach in 3. Sent confirmed. Mercer's reply steady. Vitox green. Advancing.
Trust built in breach.
Not ink. Kip tugged her claw. He gets them home. She pulled him close. Watch.
Holofeed bloomed. Mercer's team hit vents.
Scanner swept. Sharp oil glowed. Contact, Mercer said. 2 pangos. Sedated young. Ours? Ro barked. Neutralize. Shots flashed silent. Mercer knelt first cub. Needle flashed.
Antidote hit. Cub stirred.
Queens, affirm. Mercer hoisted. More ahead. Sarai's breath caught. Lineage, extended. Beyond blood. Feed cut to static. Blind spot again. Ro, cursed. Lost, visual. Kip pointed screen. That way. Like my run. Mercer's voice pierced. On it. Guards tensed. Sarai's claws dug. Static. Cracked. Clear. 5 cubs total. Evac now. Ro, whooped. Krell, nest, cracked. Mercer panted light. Antidotes hold. Homebound.
Sarai exhaled.
Kip cheered. Miri clapped pause. Ro turned. Arrest revoked? She nodded. Earned. Teams docked. Mercer offloaded cubs. Sarai approached. You charted cub-safe paths.
Demanded what they needed.
Mercer wiped brow. Field dock rule. Triage first. Kip ran up. Told you directions. Mercer ruffled ears. Best scout. Miri toddled to Sarai. Then back to Mercer. Paw pat his boot. Sarai watched. Bonds wove tight. Pressures forge. Ro saluted. Joint wins. Krell routed. Prepare treaty, she said. But trust stands first. Mercer packed. Dawn shift called. Boundaries hold? Sarai smiled rare. Stay.
Teach fieldcraft.
Cub laughter filled Ord. He integrates. Sarai agreed silent. Compassion's alloy, stronger than crowns. Feed replayed. Mercer's hum echoed low. Kip whispered. Soft skin family now. Sarai pulled both near. Found ones. Yes. Station hummed peace. Hunt done. Trust sealed. But Rose pad beeped. New trace. Krell remnant. Queen, he said. Scatter signal. 1 cop unaccounted. Sarai tensed. Mercer turned.
Kit reopened. Kip stood.
Directions again? Mercer grinned. Lead on, Scout.
Captain Rotal slammed the service hatch open. Boots thudded into the dim tunnel.
Dr. Eli Mercer followed close. Med kit slung over shoulder.
His wrist scanner beeped oxygen steady at 18%. Sedation traces fading in the air sample. Flank left. Ro growled. His breach team fanned out, pulse rifles low, shadows clung to rusted conduits. Mercer scanned ahead. Kip trotted beside him. Ears perked. This way, soft skin. Smugglers stink. Mercer nodded. He trusted the cub's nose. His own reading spiked. Sedative particulates 20 meters north. Slow. Levels rising. Ro glanced back. No argument. The team crept forward. Mercer's boot scraped metal grate. He froze. Thin wire gleamed across the path, taut from wall to wall. Tripwire, Mercer snapped. He dropped to knee. Squad halted inches short. Ro's rifle swept the line. Mercer pulled scalpel from kit. Blade sliced clean through the wire. No spark. No boom. He exhaled. Clear. Ro grunted approval. Human eyes. Sharp. They pushed on. Kip darted ahead, then back. Cash smell. Mercer's scanner pinged. Chamber ahead. Team breached the door. Crates stacked high. Smuggler hall. Vials glinted in low light. Mercer knelt by one shattered crate.
Pungent tang hit his nose. He swabbed residue on test strip.
Color shifted blue. Sedative, he said. Krell grade. Matches cub levels. They dosed heavy here. Row-bagged samples. Trail hot. Queen inbound. Footsteps echoed behind. Queen Sarai Vex entered, flanked by shadows. Her mane bristled. Eyes locked on Mercer. Report.
1 cub signal, Ro said.
Weak, deeper. Silent takedown. No blasts. Cub startle easy. Mercer checked scanner. Oxygen dipping, 17% now.
Agreed. Air's thinning.
Move! Kip tugged Mercer's sleeve. Door there. Hidden. They approached the wall panel. Roe pried it. Hiss of hinges. Dark tunnel yawned. Mercer stepped first. Scanner leading. Sedation traces peaked. Cub. Heartbeat. Faint. Erratic.
Got it, he whispered. 50 meters. Team filed in.
Sarai last. Panel ground shut behind her. Playing. Lock. Engaged. Mercer spun. No handle. No seams. Scanner screamed. Oxygen plummeted to 15%. Air recyclers offline. Trap, Roe barked. Rifles up. He pounded bulkhead.
Solid. Sarai's voice cut sharp.
Krell coffin. Seals on breach. Mercer ripped open medkit. Oxygen mask for Kip first. Cub wheezed but took it. Miri wasn't here. This was the last one. Air's dropping fast. 5 minutes to critical. Roe scanned walls. Pressure building. Kip yanked Mercer's pant leg. Mask fogged his words. Cub. Crying. Here. Mercer did. Faint mule ahead.
He pushed forward, ignoring burn in lungs. Scanner guided. 30 meters.
Sedative haze thickened. His vision blurred at edges.
Sarai gripped his arm. Claws pricked skin.
You held my cubs before. Prove again.
Mercer met her gaze. Steady.
Triage, we get yours first. She released. Not at once. Roe blasted a grate. Wrong move. Sparks flew. Air whooshed out faster. Idiot, Sarai snarled. Silent. Roe winced. Apologies, Majesty. Mercer ignored them, reached the cry. Small alcove. Alien cub huddled, fur matted, eyes glazed. Sedative vial empty beside it. He scooped it up. Heartbeat thready under pause. Got you, Mercer murmured. Injected antidote from kit. Tiny chest rose steadier. Cub blinked, clung to his vest. Purr rattled weak. Roe hammered panels.
Seal holding. Oxygen at 12%. Mercer's head swam.
He pressed scanner to wall. Vibration pattern. Servo lock. Power conduit here. Scalp out again. He pried panel. Wires sparked. Sarai leaned in. Her multi-tool sliced precise. Alien precision met human improv. Conduit severed. Door groaned. Cracked open an inch. Air rushed in. Roe wedged rifle. Forced it wide. Out. Mercer passed cub to Sarai. She cradled it close. Eyes on him. Searching. Kip cheered through mask. Soft skin wins. Team piled into main tunnel. Alarms wailed distant. Krell shouts echoed. Sarai pulled Mercer aside as Roe secured rear. You cut the wire. Sniffed the vial. Held steady in the coffin. Field doc, he said. Wiped sweat. Anyone would.
Her mane smoothed.
Not anyone. Humans, you triage all. Cub in her arms nuzzled. Purr. Strengthened. Roe. Comb it up. Breach teams converging. Krell. Pinned.
Mercer checked his scanner. All cubs accounted now.
Oxygen normalized.
Sarai watched him pack kit. Kip hugged his leg.
The new cub reached paw from her arms. Arrest? Roe asked over calm. She silenced him. Revoked? Twice earned. Dawn shift calls. Stay, she said. Voice low. Teach them your triage. He ruffled Kip's ears. Nodded. Cub laughter bubbled. Roe saluted. Joint op. Krell remnants scatter. Station shook. Docking clamps. Med bays waited, but Sarai's pad chirped. New trace. Faint signal. Not cub. Something bigger. Mercer tense. Scanner synced.
Krell Queen beacon.
Roe growled. Punt flips. Kip perked. Directions? Sarai's eyes hardened. Trust forged. Together. Mercer grinned. Kit ready. They moved. Tunnel lights flickered. Deeper shadows waited. One wire gleamed ahead. Another test. Roe led again. Mercer scanned. Oxygen steady. For now, they hit the fork. Left. Smuggler echo. Right. Fresh sedative whiff.
Kip sniffed.
Right. Strong. Mercer confirmed.
Cub false trail?
No. Adult pattern. Krell held more. Team veered right. Boots silent on grate. Mercer's scalpel stayed loose in grip. Wire ahead. Thinner. He sliced before Roe blinked. Good eyes, Ro muttered. Cache next. Vials intact. Mercer uncapped one. Sniffed. Residue test positive. Batch match. They planned litters. Sarai's fury rippled air. Silent. Take them alive. Hidden door loomed.
Ro eased it. Tunnel beyond. Black.
They entered. Clang. Sealed. Oxygen plunged. 14%. Mercer masked Kip. Scanner screamed. Heartbeat ahead. Multiple. Adult Krell. Cry pierced dark. Not Cub. Wounded guard? Sarai froze. My lineage scout. Lost in raid. Lungs burned. Found her. Krell claw marks. Sedated heavy. Antidote jab. She gasped. Clutch it, Sarai. Door held. Row blasted futile. Air fled. Mercer traced conduit.
Here.
Together. Sarai cut. Door cracked. Escape. Scout safe. Bonds tightened. But pad beeped again. Deeper signal. Real threat. Mercer led now. Compassion's path. Trust sealed in thinning air. Krell Queen's lair beacon pulsed. Final coffin waited. Oxygen levels hit 12%. The alarm wailed from Mercer's wrist scanner. He yanked open his first aid kit. Tubing spilled out. One emergency tank gleamed in his grip. Half full. Queen Sarai Vex gripped her pulse rifle tighter. The human medic knelt amid the team shadows clinging to his broad shoulders. Her cubs huddled close, Kip's eyes wide but steady, Miri wheezing against Mercer's side. This tunnel reeked of Krell chemicals. The final door loomed ahead, sealed like a tomb. Her lineage's beacon pulsed faint from beyond it, trap or prison. Mercer sliced tubing with his scalpel. Clamps clicked into place. He jury-rigged a Y-split from the tank's valve. Sarai, mask for Kip first. Miri next. Ro, your squad shares the line. Breathe shallow. She snatched the mask. Pressed it over Kip's muzzle. The cub inhaled sharp. Steady flow hissed. Miri latched onto the second line, tiny chest rising even. Relief flickered in Sarai's core. The human turned her own mask last, his eyes calm above it. No panic, just hands moving sure. 11%, Ro growled. Captain Tall's claws scraped the door panel. Breach now? Not yet. Mercer traced conduits along the frame. Pressure gauge spiked red. Rupture risk. Hold here.
He pointed to a jammed lever. Sarai lunged forward.
Her paw clamped the mechanism. Metal groaned under strain. Vents hissed poison gas nearby. She braced, muscles coiling like siege cables. Mercer's gloved hands worked beside hers, venting excess manually, needle valve twisting slow. Sweat beaded his brow. No flinch. Steady, he said. Voice muffled but firm. 2. Click. Pressure equalized. Door shuddered. Ro slammed his breacher tool home. Lock sparked. The panel buckled inward. Gas erupted. Yellow fog billowed. 2 Krell guards staggered out, claws slashing blind. Ro's squad fired stunners. Bolts glanced off armor. The guards dropped, convulsing. Mercer exploded into motion. He dragged the first guard clear by the collar, body shielding Kip and Miri behind him. Second guard next, pulled into the team's arc. Syringe flashed from his kit. Counteragent plunged into necks, precise. No hesitation. The guards gasped. Foamed, stabilized. Sarai stared. Enemies. Krell filth who snatched her scouts, dosed her lineage, yet the human saved them. Treated them. Kip peeked from behind Mercer's leg, unscathed. Miri clung to his boot, breathing even. Captain, she barked. His medical commands, follow without debate. All troops. Ro nodded sharp. Yes, Majesty. Mercer rose, wiping his hands. They're stable. Interrogate later. Cub signals inside, stronger now. Sarai's gaze locked on him. For holding her cubs? She'd cornered this human days ago in the outpost ruins. Found Kip bandaged, Miri nested in his medbay crate. His story. Rescued from crash, lungs failing, Krell raid scattering them. No proof. Just his steady eyes and Kip's stubborn nod. He fixed me, Mother. Claws itched to cuffin then. Lineage first. Always. But pressure mounted. Krell fleets massed at the border. Her throne demanded proof of allies. Treaties crumpled under fire. This human? He triaged her scout earlier, sedated wreck from the raid. Jabbed antidote. Carried her out, gasping. Now this. Enemies down, cubs safe, air shared like it was nothing. Move, she ordered. Team surged through the breached door. Inner chamber pulsed dim blue. Cryopods lined walls. 6 occupied. Adult Krell? No.
Smaller forms, sedated young.
Not hers. Krell litters.
Mercer scanned.
But thawing. Uneven. Need heat packs.
I checked out jobs. Up in mind.
Echoes closing. Kip tugged Sarai's flank.
That one smells wrong. He pointed to a pod. Scanner beeped. Her lineage trace. False? No faint echo of Miri's pattern. Mercer cracked the pod seal. Gas vented clean. Inside, a tiny Krell hybrid. No stolen Vex young, collared. Sedative drip active.
She's alive, Mercer said. Fragile.
Like Miri.
Sarai's blood iced.
Shower.
Krell experiments. Her bloodline twisted for war stock. He lifted the young one gentle. Wrapped in thermal blanket. Injected stabilizer. Heartbeat steadied. Rose calm crackled. Majesty. Perimeter breach. 20 hostiles.
Sarai's mind raced. Human at her side. Cubs orbiting him like moons.
Kip mirrored his calm scalpel past a small pause for a clamp assist. Miri slept against his chest now. Lungs clear. Trust faster than ink on treaty. Actions etched deeper.
Dr. Mercer. She met his eyes.
You lead triage. Row flank him.
He nodded. No boast. Just kit open again. Pods cracked one by one. Young extracted. Stabilized. Krell assault wave hit the door. Blaster fire scorched frame. Rose squad held stunners popping. Mercer worked through chaos. Kip, hold this line steady. The cub gripped tubing, eyes fierce. Good. Tiny paw on a compress. She beamed up at him. Sarai fired over their heads. Dropped a Krell infiltrator. Watched the human pivot, drag a wounded squad trooper clear, patch arterial spray, counteragent to another dashed defender, all while her cub stayed glued, safe in his shadow. Extraordinary. This human's normal. Triage under fire. Boundaries firm. Treat all in reach. No sides. Pod 5 yielded a fighter. Krell Queen's whelp? Marked royal. Mercer paused. Scanner word. Viable, he said. But collars rigged. Explosive.
Sarai snarled.
Risky. Let me.
Scalpel danced. Wires snipped.
Collar clattered dead. Will LP stirred. Eyes cracking open. Fixed on Mercer. He bundled it with the rest. All clear.
Evac now. Row bellowed victory.
Hostiles routed. Chamber secured. Sarai knelt by the rescued young. Scanned lineage marks. 3 pure Vex. 2 hybrids. 1 Krell royal heir. Collared pawn. Her claws retracted. The human stood amid the huddled forms. Kip and Miri bookending him. Found family in the grit.
You held them, she said low. Not accusation.
Fact.
Mercer met her gaze. Kept them breathing, till you came.
Kip nodded. He didn't run, Mother.
Even when Ro aimed. Miri yawned.
Safe heartbeat.
Ro grunted approval. Saved my guards, too. Trust sealed. No arrest. Compassion's forge. Pressure tested. But alarms blared anew. Outer tunnels shook. Krell reinforcements. Queen Mother inbound. Larger force. Mercer hefted his kit. Pods have evac ports. Rig a chain? Sarai rose. Together. Deeper shadows stirred. Real Queen's lair beckoned. Bonds unbreakable now. Queen Sarai Vex slammed her claw into the interrogation slab. The captured smuggler jerked upright, chains rattling against his bruised scales. Name the buyer, she snarled. Her voice echoed off the bunker walls. Royal guards flanked her, weapons humming. Captain Rotal loomed at her shoulder. Scanner locked on the prisoner's vitals. The smuggler spat blood. No buyer. Just salvage. His eyes darted to the shadowed corner where her cubs huddled. Kip clutched Miri close. The human medic, Dr. Eli Mercer, stood guard over them. Kit slung low. Lies. Sarai leaned in, fangs bared. You collared my bloodline. Krelltech. Who paid? Roseclaw tapped his blaster.
Pressure his wound, Majesty. He'll sing.
The smuggler wheezed. Fresh crimson welled from his side. A jagged gash from the rout. He slumped. Breath ragged. Footsteps cut the tension. Mercer pushed forward. Hold. His voice stayed level, hands raised, palm out. He dropped to one knee beside the prisoner. He's crashing. Internal bleed. Sarai's crest flared. He dies talking, not before.
Mercer ignored her. He yanked a sealant patch from his kit.
Pressed it firm against the gash. Pulse dropping. Needs clamp now or no testimony. Scanner beeped in his grip. He worked fast, fingers threading a micro-stitch without pause. Roe growled. Step back, human. That's an order. Kip darted forward. The cub planted himself between Mercer and the smuggler. Tiny claws up, mimicking the human stance. Hands where I can see them. Kip's voice cracked but held. Eyes fierce on the prisoner. Miri peeked from behind Mercer's leg.
Her frail chest rose and fell, steady now, synced to his calm rhythm.
Sarai froze. Her air shielded the outsider. The whelp who'd braved the collar stared her down. Mercer didn't flinch. Stitch sealed. He pumped a stabilizer hypo into the smuggler's neck. Color returned. The prisoner gasped, eyes clearing. Alive to testify, Mercer said. He rose, wiped his hands. Met Sarai's gaze direct. No plea, just fact. Rose Blaster lowered a fraction. Stubborn soft skin.
Sarai retracted her claws. She scanned the chamber.
Guards nodded respect. Her cubs pressed closer to the human. Kip's stance eased, but he stayed put. You treat enemies. Her words tested him. Why? Mercer shrugged. Kit clicked shut. Dead men don't pay debts. Or talk. The smuggler coughed. Krell, Queen Mother. Wanted Vex heirs. Leverage confirmed, but the human had bought her the truth. Under fire. No sides chosen. She straightened. Royal mantle weighed heavy, but lighter now. Dr. Mercer. You held my bloodline. Boundaries firm. Compassion forged in grit. Waited. You have royal protection. Status eternal. She extended a claw formal. Accept palace post. Healer to the Vex throne. Guards murmured approval. Roe grunted.
Kip beamed. Mercer paused.
Eyes on the cubs. Miri tugged his pant leg. Clinic, he said. Voice steady. Neutral ground. Charter it independent. Fund the build, Your Majesty. No ownership strings. Sarai's crest twitched. Power.
He countered with, a healer's den? For all?
Roe leaned in. Bold. Human. Clinic serves your realm, Mercer pressed. Treats Vex, Krell, Stray, anyone in reach. Builds trust faster than guards. Cub-proof.
Evac ports rigged. Kip piped up.
Like his pod. Safe heartbeat for everyone. Miri nodded, clutching Mercer's knee. Sarai waited. Treaties crumbled under threat. This human's normal endured. Triage under claws. Cub shielded. Neutral charter. She clasped his hand. Scales to skin. Funded by Crown. First patient. My heirs. Full check.
Mercer gripped firm. Deal.
Alarms shrieked anew. Bunker shook. Rose comm crackled. Krell Vanguard breaching outer rim. Queen Mother leads. Sarai released Mercer's hand. Claws extended. Clinic waits. Evac chain now. Mercer hefted his kit. Pods linked. Kip, Miri bookend me. Roe, cover flanks.
Kip saluted. Miri scampered to position.
Roe barked orders. Guards fell in. Sarai led the surge. Human at her side. Bonds tested anew. Compassion's edge sharper than any blade. They'd burst into the access tunnel. Red lights pulsed. Krell drones hummed ahead, claws scraping Duracrete. Flank left, Roe roared. Blasters cracked. Mercer scooped Miri mid-stride. Shielded her with his body. Kip, scan ahead. The Cub's wrist unit beeped. Trap vents, 2 meters. Sarai vented plasma. Drones shattered. We carve path. Mercer nodded. Clear to pod bay. Stabilizers ready for wounded. A close brute lunged from shadow. Sarai met it claw to claw. Pinned it writhing. Mercer darted past. Hypo to its neck. Brute slumped limp. Roe stared. You downed it? Non-lethal, Mercer said. Interrogate, later. Extraordinary normal. Doors hissed open. 5 evac pods waited, chained as Mercer rigged. Kip scrambled aboard first. Mother. Human's clinic. Can I stock it? Sarai vaulted in after. Earn it, air. Miri burrowed into Mercer's arms. Safe. Roe sealed the last pod. Krell closing. Punch out. Thrusters ignited. Pods rocketed free. Stars blurred. Sarai gripped her throne strap. Human across Cubs bookended. Row at helm. Clinic site, she said. Orbital neutral zone. Crown funds triple. Mercer met her eyes. Appreciated. First build, pediatric wing. Trust sealed, no arrest. Found family forged, but sensors pinged. Krell interceptors inbound. Incoming, Mercer cracked his kit. Evasives. I've got jammers. Collaboration ignited. Victory brewed. Sarai smiled. Human compassion. Pressure's gift. Pods danced through void. Interceptors scattered. Homeward bound.
Kip whispered to Miri, "Our human."
Yes. Theirs. Deeper shadows yielded. Real Queen's lair secured. Bonds unbreakable. But a new ping. Palace comms. Urgent. Majesty. Row relayed. Smuggler buyer confirmed. Krell Queen Mother demands parley. Sarai's claws flexed. Accept. Clinic neutral ground. Mercer nodded. Ready. Trust built faster than treaties. Compassion's proof. Pods docked. Palace bays hummed welcome.
Sarai stepped out first. Cub in each arm.
Human flanked. Crowds parted. Whispers rose. Row saluted. Status granted. Mercer waved it off. Kit slung. Patience first. He moved to waiting wounded. Triage began. Sarai watched. Measured. This human solved crises.
Improvised. Boundaries held.
Her lineage thrived. Kip tugged her claw. Clinic name? Mercer's hold. She ruffled his crest. Vex mercy. Neri clapped. Safe heartbeat home. Palace stirred. New era dawned. But parley loomed. Krell Queen inbound.
Mercer glanced up from a guard's wound. Neutral clinic.
Parley there. Sarai nodded. Agreed. Pressure mounted. Compassion led. Guards cheered. Found family expanded. Queen's choice made. Trust won.
Queen Sarai Vex thrust open the throne hall doors.
Gasps rippled through the assembled court. She strode forward. Captain Roe Tal at her flank. Eli Mercer matching her pace one step behind. Her cubs, Kip and Miri, clutched her fur, one in each arm, safe at last. Whispers swelled like a tide. The Queen returns. With the healer, she mounted the dais. Stone claws clicked underfoot. The royal nurse waited, arms outstretched, robes pristine. Sarai knelt. She extended Kip first. The older cub slid down, crest fluffed in defiance. He scanned the hall, eyes sharp, tracking every shadow. Good, brave as promised. Miri next. The little one uncurled from Sarai's chest. Fragile lungs wheezed softly. The nurse cooed, claws gentle. Miri paused. Her gaze flicked past the nurse. Locked on, Mercer. Kit slung over his shoulder, face calm, hands loose. No demand in his stance, just readiness. Miri wriggled free. She dropped to all fours. Padded across the dais. Crawled straight into Mercer's arms. The court froze. Silence crashed like a pod hull. Sarai's claws flexed. Heat rose in her chest.
Her lineage.
In front of everyone. Mercer scooped Miri up without hesitation. She burrowed into his jacket, ear pressed to his heartbeat. Steady thump. Safe rhythm. Kip edged closer, tugging Mercer's pant leg.
She piques you,
the cub muttered. Again. Rotal stepped forward. His salute snapped crisp. Majesty. The human held your bloodline through fire. Protocol demands review. Sarai rose. She locked eyes with Ro.
Her security commander. Loyal.
Suspicious by trade. Speak your protocol. Ro's gaze bored into Mercer. Arrest for custody breach. Smugglers used him as cover, until cleared. Mercer didn't flinch. He adjusted Miri higher, checked her breathing with a thumb on her pulse.
Clinic first, Captain. Wounded, wait.
Kip growled low. He saved us. Listened when you didn't. The court murmured. Nobles leaned in. Guards shifted. Sarai waited. Arrest now.
Drag the human away?
Miri wailed at the thought. Tiny claws dug into Mercer's shirt. Or trust. Publicly. Compassion under pressure. Her cubs thrived because of it.
She raised a claw.
Silence fell. No arrest. New protocol. Roe stiffened. Majesty? Human medical authority stands sovereign in emergencies.
Sarai's voice echoed off vaulted walls.
Mercer calls triage. We obey.
Until crisis lifts. Roe bowed deep.
Sworn Vex honor binds it. Cheers erupted. Guards thumped chests. Nobles nodded, crests rising. Mercer dipped his head. Appreciated. But patients don't wait on oaths. Sarai turned to the scribe. Parchment unrolled, the clinic charter. Vex, mercy, neutral ground. Open to all, even Krell Parley, inbound. She snatched the stylus. Signed with a flourish. Ink gleamed wet. Dr. Eli Mercer.
Her voice boomed. I name you healer of the den.
Keeper of our heartbeats. The court roared. Mercer blinked, rubbed his neck. Honor enough. Doors open now. Kip punched his knee.
Yes! Vex Mercy lives!
Miri purred. Tiny victory.
Sarai watched him descend the dais.
Cub in arms. Kip trailing. Straight to the palace wing. Clinic bays hummed active. Pod still unloading wounded from the intercept. She followed at distance. Row at her side. Krell Queen docks in hours, he warned. Parley tests this. Clinic neutral, Sarai said. Mercy proves us. They reached the doors. Stone arches framed fresh signage. Vex Mercy. Mercer's hand hit the latch. Doors swung wide. A line formed. Guards with plasma burns. Servants clutching gashes. One noble, crest singed, wheezed blood. Mercer moved. You, lungs first. Sit. He pointed Kip to a stool. Watch. Learn. The cub nodded, eyes wide. Miri stayed glued to his chest.
Safe heartbeat anchor. First patient slumped in.
Guard, arm, charred. Mercer, sliced fabric. Packed gel. Breathe steady. Hold. The guard exhaled. Pain eased. Healer fast. Next. Servant girl shrapnel in thigh. Mercer probed. No artery hit. Clamp. Stitch. Walk on it tomorrow. Kip handed tools. Precise. Stubborn focus. Miri clapped at each mend. Sarai lingered in shadow. Court nobles filtered in. Watched. Whispers turned to awe. He improvises. No fear. Queen's cubs chose true. Row scanned entrances. Krell shuttle pings close.
Escort inbound. Mercer glanced up.
Blood wiped on sleeve. Neutral holds. Prep bay. Sarai stepped into light. Agreed. Parley here. Doors stayed open. Patients streamed. Kip tallied them. 10. 20. Miri counted heartbeats. A shadow fell. Krell delegation. Massive Queen Mother lumbered in, flanked by brutes.
Eyes on the human. Sarai tensed.
Test now. Mercer didn't pause. Turned to the Krell guard trailing blood.
You.
Burn protocol. Strip vest. The brute snarled. Queen Mother hissed.
Human commands? Mercer met her gaze.
Calm. Saves lives. Yours too. Kip stood tall. Our healer. Miri waved from perch. The Krell guard obeyed. Vest off. Mercer worked. Flesh knit under his hands. Queen Mother watched. Crest lowered. Parley proceeds. Sarai nodded. Under mercy. Talks began.
Over triage hum. Wounds closed.
Trust sealed. Hours blurred. Patients cleared. Krell signed terms. Smuggler routes seated. Clinic proved ground. Mercer straightened last bandage. Cubs flanked him. Kip yawned. Miri dozed. Sarai approached. Claw on his shoulder. Den claims you. He smiled faint. Family first. Always. Row saluted anew. Sovereign cleared. Protocol etched. Court emptied, but bond stayed. Kip tugged Miri. Home with healer? Sarai ruffled crests.
Vex Mercy home.
Night fell. Palace secure. Compassion won. Faster than any treaty. But dawn whispered new pings. Deeper voids called. Healer ready. Queen's line stronger.
Kip dreamed of stars. Miri on steady beat.
Family found.